They say in life there are two sides to every story. But on the Upper East Side, we always have three. There's his, hers, but most important is always mine. Well, hey, welcome back to another episode of Three Gossip Girls. I'm Liz.
And I'm Michelle.
Tonight we are discussing Season 5, Episode 22, Raiders of the Lost Art. Original air date, April 30th, 2012. Written by Jake Coburn, directed by Bart Wenrick. Well, hey, Bart. So summary, we have Chuck, Nate, Blair, Serena, and Lola team up to uncover what they think is an explosive secret between Diana and Jack. Meanwhile, Dan is offered a prestigious fellowship in Rome for the summer, but is worried about what it means for his relationship with Blair. Also, a shocking reveal will change Chuck's life forever. Oh my god, we've made it. I've been teasing this episode for a few days because as we're recording this, it's only been a few days since we've watched episode 21. So, how you feeling?
Yeah, I teased when we got off last week. I said I'm going to watch this episode before bed and then I'll watch it again to take my notes. And wow. Wow.
Wow is right. Now, I've never seen Indiana Jones, I have to be honest. Okay. I've only ever, when we went to Disney, they do that. I don't even know.
Yeah,
do they
the show?
Still do it? Do they still do the show?
I don't know.
I loved that. I loved that show. We always went every time we were in Disney. So that's like the extent of my Indiana Jones knowledge. So when they titled this Raiders of the Lost Art, I'm like, okay, I know it's Indiana Jones, but I don't really see, besides the India, what this has to do with that title.
Oh, it's funny. I was thinking about that too. And I was like, is it the art part because Blair wants to go look at art? And then the whole situation with what's behind the door? And are we going to let it out?
Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so yeah. I guess because I haven't seen it, it wasn't connecting for me.
That's how I took it as, but me in movies, we don't really connect often. So
who is she?
Yeah. Who is she?
Yeah. So I titled my Glassful of Gossip tonight, The Decoded. And as I said, I never saw Indiana Jones, but when looking up drinks inspired by Indiana Jones, I stumbled upon a YouTube video. It was so sweet. A guy, cool ass setup. I'm going to post it on Patreon. But he actually had found, apparently in the movie Balak, whoever that is, I guess an evil man, has a family drink. And in the fandom, people have tried to figure out what this mystery drink is that he gives to him and a woman, and they get really drunk. And so he actually found what it said on the bottle, and it's called Buca Babosa. Sorry if I mispronounced that. But it has nodes of fig and anise and orange. And the gentleman in the video made his own version of it. And so that's what inspired me for tonight. So check it out if you're an Indiana Jones fan, because I thought this was really cool.
That actually sounds really delicious. All those flavors.
Yeah. And a lot of the things in it I've never had before. So I was like, wow, this is actually really cool and a fun way to like use alcohol that you've never tried.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, okay. So my three gossip words, we had blocked for the writer's block on Dan's part. We had code for Diana's planner, all being in some sort of weird code. And then opportunity we had for Dan going to Italy. I also actually had the opportunity, basically anyone had an opportunity in this episode to take people down. Lots of Diana trying to be taken down. So the opportunity was there. We have the beginning of the episode, Dorota, who is such an angel. She's trying to be so sweet and attentive to Serena, telling her that she just needs nourishment and all she does is type away in that little computer of hers. And so Serena says, Dorota, the only thing that is keeping me sane is this computer. So anything, everything that's been going on in her personal life, as we know last week with the whole Lola's my sister and my dad wants to get to know her and not me. This computer is really all she has, and it's Gossip Girl's computer. It's not even her own computer. So
Right.
poor thing.
Even though I understand Serena, I felt she was a little cold towards Dorota. She's a little nasty to her.
Yeah. She can be a little like snippy.
She's like, I appreciate you bringing me back breakfast, but kind of bug out.
Yeah, like mind your own business.
Yeah, I didn't like it,
Same.
but I get it. And also, you said, I think it was last week, that in this week's episode, it sounded like Serena has a cold.
Yes.
I felt like everyone sounded like they had colds.
Yeah, and even in next week's episode, Blake still sounds like she has a residual cold, so they must have filmed it pretty close together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hope everyone's feeling better.
All these years later, we wish you well.
Later, we wish you well from your colds. So while she's being Gossip Girl, the rest of her friends are trying to figure out this situation of Diana Payne. So we have a quick scene of Diana on the phone with Jack, admitting to the world, I am not Chuck's mother. So we get confirmation right there. They have, they believe that I'm Chuck's mother, but I'm not. They discuss their plans for later, and if everything is in order, which it's not, being that Nate has stolen Diana's planner, and now she realizes it's gone. She calls him. He denies having it, of course, and now she has to search for it. What did you think of the scene when she called him? He was like so dead serious, like, no, I don't have it. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, wow. Even pretending to be acting, he's good at it, It's funny.
Yeah, but it also was like, you're full of shit. I mean, obviously, who else would have the planner?
She knew. She absolutely knew. Yeah.
Right.
So Chuck is actually looking at the planner, and he can't understand any of it. He can't make heads or tails to what means what because, as I said, it's all coded. And he just needs an expert. I mean, who better than Blair Cordelia Waldorf to be the expert at cracking this code?
Right.
Not any of the others. None of them could figure it out, but they needed Blair.
Honestly, she would be the one I would go to. Yeah. I don't think anyone else in that friend group could crack a code. Definitely Blair would be the one.
She definitely would be. And even Chuck, I feel like he's not that, like, savvy. Even though he's good at scheming, he's not savvy in things like that. I don't know.
No. You need Blair. That's a Blair job.
Yes, definitely. Nate is also on a sort of side mission with Lola to take Gossip Girl away from Serena so that she can't do any more damage with it. And I'm like, okay, so I guess he believes Lola after all with the whole Serena thing because last episode they were broken up, but the two have teamed up to take Serena down. So Lola suggests that the real Gossip Girl help them with getting Serena off the site for good, and Nate has Gossip Girl's phone number from previous episodes, so he texts Gossip Girl to see if they'll help, and they also spin it where they're going to try and convince Serena to help them take down Diana in the process. It's all every time Lola and Nate make a stupid fucking plan. There's so many pieces that didn't need to be pieces to the puzzle. It's like, we could just take down Diana, or we could just take down Serena. Like, what? It's so messed up. They're not good at it. They're not good at scheming.
That's the thing. They are not good at it. And it's so convoluted that you lose the point as it goes on. And honestly, when they got to the whole Serena, we were faking you out, it didn't even occur to me. I was like, what? You guys suck. When we come down to it, you suck at it.
You suck at this. And even when they finally get to Diana/India, she's like, haha, I got you. And the faces on them, they're like, oh man. It's like you don't even try to hide that you're like just bad at scheming. They're bad at it. Which is okay. It should be a compliment, right? Like you're not good at fooling people.
Yeah, you guys are better at other things.
Right.
Just not
this. They're not Chuck and Blair.
No.
So Lola goes to see Serena, who isn't too fond of her at the moment. But Lola's like, I don't really understand why I'm getting so much hate. I'm the one who's keeping your secret about being Gossip Girl. So, like, shut up.
Come on, sis.
Yeah, and Serena's like, "Ugh, just leave." And as Lola is trying to explain to her, we have Diana's planner. Can you help us figure out? She's got a big secret. And Serena says, okay, I'll help you. I've seen that planner before, and I've even seen a special little book that goes along with it that has all the codes to figure it out, which is all bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Way to go, Serena. Here's your Academy Award.
Yeah, so did you believe her before we get the reveal that her and Diana are actually working together, her and Serena?
No. No.
She's just not. We always know she's got a trick up her sleeve at this moment with Serena. Right. She's always trying to be Diana's always one step ahead every time.
She's very smart.
Yeah.
She's
Serena's
good at what she
trying
does.
to like learn the lesson from Diana, but ultimately she needs Diana to kind of like win in these circumstances.
Right.
As I said, it's revealed Diana and Serena are working together to basically prevent the rest of them from decoding the planner. Like they would ever figure it out without Blair.
This episode, on multiple levels and reasons, was a straight up soap opera.
Oh, absolutely.
Besides the big reveal, which
is very soap opera.
Totally. Right. But before we even get there, just this whole scheming and multiple schemes happening simultaneously, and everybody's involvement. This is to me is the most soap opera episode thus far, and I'm probably forgetting one that probably should be. I'm sure you could think of one.
Oh yeah.
But this one, it's been a minute since we've had super soap opera.
Right. Yeah, and they keep tiptoeing the line between. This whole, I shouldn't even say, the whole season has been like a one giant soap opera, and but towards the finale is getting worse and worse with it.
Yeah.
So Serena tells Nate and Lola that she's in Diana's office. She can't find anything. She's playing them, of course, and Diana is there. Diana tells her she'll trade the Real Gossip Girl's phone number for her planner. So Serena heads to the Empire to see if she can get it back from her friends. My notes are a hot mess, so just bear with me. We have to talk about Pear for a moment, and then once we do, everything kind of comes together. So Dan and Blair are in a sweet groove this morning. They discuss Dan's new book. Yeah, they both kind of recognize it and they say it out loud. Like, we're in such a good place right now. Like, nothing can take us down. What's going to happen? And so he admits he has writer's block, but he's going to try and work on writing a little later. And then Blair also heads off to enjoy her day alone, doing her Blair things. And I totally resonated with this. I was like, you really need your time alone in a relationship. She just looks so refreshed and calm. Like, I am comfortable in my relationship, but I also love walking around Manhattan. I love scheming. Let me just do what I love to do. And I feel like this
she has to get back to her roots. She has to get back to her roots.
Yeah, and she did look happy. She was happy to do it.
Yes. And it was a genuine thought, and it started out on her part. Actually, it stayed consistent where it wasn't. She was just doing this for herself, and she didn't get mad at anyone along the way to get there.
Right. So the two of them agreed to meet up for lunch after their activities. Dan meets with Alessandra. She tells him that she has a surprise for his writer's block, and she schedules him a meeting with her friend Lucia for lunch. And so when he meets with Lucia, she tells him, I have you all set up. You're going to be a part of the Italian Arts and Letters Institute in Rome, which is a huge opportunity for a writer. And he says, I need to just mull it over first, being that me and my girlfriend haven't really discussed our summer plans as of yet. And she's like,
what did you think of this?
She's like, let me know by tomorrow. And I'm like, right. Wow. He's sabotaging his career.
I'm glad you felt that way, because I'm like, am I looking at this as a very selfish way of no, your answer should 100% be
yes.
I am in this and I am going. It is sweet, though, to consider his relationship and Blair's feelings. However, this is a very big opportunity, probably career changing, to help you with your next book.
Right. And if that
should have been a
person
no-brainer.
is your person and understands you and wants the best for you, they would be like, wow, oh my God, that's a great opportunity. Again, like, they're not married. You know, they don't have to consult. Let me consult my husband or wife on that. Let's see if I have anything, if we have any vacations scheduled. Like, you don't have that as of yet. So I think it was just a cop-out. I think he was afraid. And while he wanted the opportunity, he was actually more afraid of losing this relationship than he was like losing his career, which I think is very telling.
That's how I viewed it too. I viewed it as an insecurity versus caring about her feelings.
Right. Okay, so he was more insecure in feeling like he's not worthy of going because of Blair and Chuck, maybe.
Yeah, like more insecure about their relationship to last of not seeing each other versus caring about, I care about you and you spending the summer alone. Like, I don't want to do that to you. I viewed it as him being insecure in their relationship.
Yes. And I actually agree. I think that that's probably the case, that he was just afraid and he didn't say yes because he doesn't know what the future holds for his relationship with Blair.
Right.
And, you know, not to make matters worse for him, while he's off doing that, Blair is happily walking on the street and immediately she bumps into Chuck, who is, as we know, her kryptonite. And he asks her for help decoding Diana's book. Dan then cancels lunch on her, which she tells Chuck, like, it must be your lucky day because I actually am free to help you. And I didn't honestly feel like it was going to be inappropriate or...
No.
I just knew that, you know, she was not going to ruin anything in her relationship that she has. And I think Chuck was respectful of that. He's like,
Absolutely.
I actually just need your help. It's because of my parents. Like, I need to know who my parents are.
Yeah, I didn't even think that was on his mind. I mean, he made one comment of her dressed as Diana, which her as Diana is amazing.
Amazing.
They absolutely loved her doing that. But I didn't think he was inappropriate at all. I think they both had, she was like, I need to get back to my roots and scheme. And Chuck was like, I need your help. And there was no other thought. Right. It was very clear.
Yes. Yeah, so she has all of these like decoding supplies, like a cipher slide, and she tells him, I think I figured something out. The first Saturday of every month, Diana has a standing appointment. And so she can't figure out what it is yet, but she says we should go see Nate to see if he remembers anything about those Saturdays. So now everyone is together at the Empire. We have Serena, Nate, Chuck, Lola, Blair, all trying to figure out what's in Diana's planner. So Nate, of course, can't remember anything since I guess Diana just like fucked the knowledge right out of his head. Like he has got no idea what's going on. He's like, that's it's a little hard, you know, because we weren't really like we didn't go anywhere besides the office. It's like just so gross.
So gross.
And then all while that's happening, Serena is actually working against them, trying to steal back Diana's planner. And when she tries to, they catch her. Like, so poor. The elevator is closing so slowly on her. And she's like, ah, shit.
And what did she think? Did she really think this was going to go over well?
No, and they all knew. They're like, Serena. Because...
Yeah. It's obvious. The book was here. You got up and walked away. The book was gone. Mm-hmm. Hello?
Yep. I feel
bad.
like it was Lola that clocked her first. She's like, Serena, where are you? Like, they just knew Serena took it. And Blair's like, I don't understand what's wrong with you.
She's so far removed from this.
Yeah, she really is. And so Serena tells them that getting the real Gossip Girl's phone number is actually more important to her than like Nate's plan of getting Diana out of the Spectator. And Chuck's like, well, that's not actually like what the main focus of this is. It's actually to figure out who my parents are. I think Jack is my dad. Again, still cracks me up. And so Serena hearing it, she's like, oh, okay, absolutely. Like, I'm back. I'm on your side. Like, what can I do? I can't say anything else.
Yeah.
Blair then sends Dorota, which is so funny, to help them out. She pretends to be Diana's masseuse to get some more info, and she has an earpiece in as she's massaging her. She gets it out of her that first Saturday of whatever last month, she was in Portugal. And so Blair figures out that those codes in Diana's book are actually international phone numbers. How? No clue. But it's something with a numerical code.
It's just, you know what? But this just was so good for Blair. Not only to help her friends, but to be good at something, you know, to gain that confidence back compared to last week's episode. I loved it.
Yeah.
And like to be able to decode something, like how cool are you?
It's a puzzle. This is awesome.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah. And then Chuck calls the number and I'm like, oh, what's happening? And a woman picks up and she's just like, how many? How many will be attending? And so he says 3. One for him, one for Nate, and one for Blair. So on the side, Nate is still trying to work with Gossip Girl now to take down Serena. And so he texts Gossip Girl to meet them at this Briarcliff Manor. This is where the secret event is being held. Chuck hopes that Jack will be there and that also they can get more information on Diana. And that's basically what Nate's really hoping for. So Serena meets up with Diana to give her back the planner because Chuck has already made copies, so they can just give it right back to her. In exchange for that, she gets Gossip Girl's real phone number. But then Lola jumps in, and she's like, I want to help. She's so annoying.
Lola was out of nowhere, just appears, like on the street, like, I'm here, let me help you.
Serena's like, excuse me. And she's like,
desperate.
I need you. I just want to help you. Look, I found out where the real Gossip Girl is heading. We can follow her. So that way, Lola gets her to get to this Briarcliff Manor. And they get into Lola's van and they start tracking Gossip Girl. We arrive at the manor, which is a brothel.
Yeah.
Chuck remembers that this symbol on one of the gentleman's arms is one that he recognized where his dad and possibly Jack have been involved in. And he's like, I'm positive Jack is here. I'm positive. So Nate sets off to find Diana, and then Chuck and Blair pretend to be interested in some services, so they get to search the place. Lola and Serena then are approached, and they were asked if they were India's girls. And they agree because they feel like this has something to do with Diana, and which, of course, it does. So Nate demands to talk to India. And the guard says, oh, she's upstairs. She can't be disturbed. And then we pan to Diana, who is indeed India, watching the entire party over surveillance.
Yeah. When they walked in and they were like, oh, we're India's girls, did you think, okay, Diana's India?
No. Well,
yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
You know, it's either like it's very predictable or it wasn't very clever. I don't know. Either way, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, who else would be India? I guess, you know.
True. Like we're not going to add in another.
We're not going to add in another character, right? Unless we are, you know. So she's upstairs. She's watching the whole party. She sees all of the gang is there: Chuck, Blair, Nate, Lola. She decides that she's going to call the cops to break up the party, and so that everyone's forced to leave. So the party gets broken up, and Serena is basically so close. She's inches away from finding the real Gossip Girl because we get closer and closer to hearing a cell phone ring. But then the security disrupts it. Lola and Nate, while the commotion is happening, they go upstairs, they trap Diana, and they're like, heh, we got you. And she's like, bitch, please. Bitch, please.
Exactly. You guys are pitiful.
You're pitiful.
And pathetic.
You guys are pathetic. And if you out me, I'll just out you. It's like the same thing she did a couple episodes ago. Oh, child pornography? I'll just out you for distributing it. It's like, it's the same stupid point. Serena comes in there. She's like, what's going on? And they're like, Serena, you got to post that Diana has the brothel on Gossip Girl. She's like, yeah, no problem. Let me go downstairs and get my laptop, because I forgot it down there. What a fucking moron.
Why would you bring your... First off, why are you bringing your laptop? And then to leave it out of your possession knowing where you're going. Like, you're... Oh, my... I mean, this frustrated me.
Yes, it's so frustrating because we know the writers did that on purpose, therefore that the real Gossip Girl can get their laptop back. But it's like, you made Serena look really fucking dumb. Really, really stupid.
Real dumb. And I don't think she's that dumb.
She's not. I
really don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. They just did it just to get story, which is so lame. But
Yeah.
You know, the real Gossip Girl does take back their laptop. Lola tells Serena flat out, I was actually using you again to get the laptop away from you because you're just out of control. And Serena's like, what? I'm better than the original. And Lola's like, no, honey, you're worse. You're way worse. It doesn't even matter anyway because now it's back in their possession. You don't have it anymore. So Serena calls the number that she has for Gossip Girl and it's immediately disconnected.
Yeah, this is
Poor
so
girl.
bad.
She can't catch a break.
No.
Then we have Chuck. He finds Jack because he knew he would be there. He says, Jack, tell me the truth. And Jack says, do you really want to know? And we're like, yes. Oh, everyone's like, yes, we want to know. But of course, security comes and escorts him out. Then we get this bizarro scene of Blair opening a door and she's like shocked but also disgusted a little bit. Like, no, it can't possibly be.
Right.
And I'm like,
yep.
What the fuck?
Like she saw a ghost.
Like it's exactly like she saw a ghost. So I know we were texting a little bit as you were watching the episode, but what were you thinking in this moment?
Well, I told you, I showed you, I wrote notes in my phone as I watched because I wanted to make predictions for myself.
Right.
So halfway through, I wrote, is Bart not actually dead? And I circled that.
So proud.
And then I figured it out once we got to the manor.
Wow. Good for you.
Because and not because like, how'd you come up? It's because we've talked about this for so long that I've made so many guesses. I was like, at this point, if we go the soap opera route, Bart's not dead.
Right.
Like this, that has to be it because this show is so ridiculous. And if we're going that route, and then when we saw the mark, when they said the mark, I was like, okay. How are we going to spin this? But that's when yeah.
Well, I'm so proud because I can't imagine if this was my first time and I didn't know if I would have seen that coming.
Well, I think if it's your first time watching and you're not talking about it each week and trying to figure out, I don't think I'd see this coming because this is insane. And I have to tell you, so I watched this at like 11 o'clock at night when we were done. Aunt comes in the bedroom. And he's like, why are you watching Gossip Girl? And I was like, oh, I just needed to find out what happens. I can't wait. And then I go, oh, he was in the closet. And Aunt was like, that's the big reveal? And Aunt's like, this whole time, that was the big issue? And I was like, oh, no.
Not even close.
And then I explained it. But we laughed a good while about
That's
that.
Funny.
Because
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Blair, she looks like utter disgust is just like just come across her face. She sees Jack. She's like, you have to tell Chuck what you have here. And he says the secret cannot get out. If it gets out, this will hurt a lot of people. And my plan needs to go accordingly, whatever that means. And if it doesn't, we're going to be in trouble. So Chuck and Blair are getting ready to leave. And Chuck can see noticeably that, like I said, she's seen a ghost. It looks like she's white as snow. She's seen a ghost.
And she's so upset. She's
upset.
like has tears in her eyes.
She doesn't know what to do with the secret. She's like, I have to just tell him. But so without telling him, she just tells him, I'm going to go home. You should stay. When it gets quiet, you need to go inside. And we have the scene where Diana's telling Jack that her silence needs to be compensated more so. It's very expensive. And the longer she holds the secret, the more expensive it's getting. And so Chuck heads back into the manor. He opens up the door, sees Diana and Bart Bass, a.k.a. his dead father, speaking to each other. And Chuck is like,
what?
Oh my God. And Bart's like, oh my God. Damn. Ah!
Yeah. I also don't understand. I guess maybe we'll get into it, and I don't want to jump ahead and ask you 1,000 questions because I'm sure it'll come next week. But I don't even, and maybe we're not supposed to understand, like, what the fuck is going on in this manor, and they're waiting for the boat to arrive.
No, you're not supposed to get it yet.
Okay.
Even watching it, I still am like, get a little bit of it.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, with the boat. Yeah. The boat is ready. The ship is docked.
The boat is ready.
Yeah.
So was Bart going to go on the boat? Has Bart been in the manor the whole time?
Right. Unclear, but next week we get a little bit more of a discussion about it. So to sum up, Nate and Lola, the original Gossip Girl, has yet to post anything about Diana. She's holding Diana's secret. She's not releasing anything. And so Nate's like, I think I have to release it on The Spectator. We'll see what happens with that. Serena's eating those damn berries again. She eats them in next week's episode too. I'm like, is this like a thing? Am I supposed to be like keeping track?
I think that's her comfort food.
Berries. I love
like
that.
Me?
It's so healthy.
Sure, but like, give me the chips. Give me the popcorn.
Yeah, chips.
She's eating fucking berries. Serena.
That's so like California of her. Or Upper East Side. I don't know. So she's eating those damn berries. Dorota says, "Where's your laptop?" And she says, "It's gone for good, and my control has gone right along with it." Then Gossip Girl makes her very first blast back. And randomly, it's about Dan and Blair. And aren't we over this already, basically? Like, the whole world is over Dan and Blair, which I found quite interesting.
Yeah, I did too.
And I look forward to speaking with you about it in After Dark, because I find that to be quite interesting. I'm like,
yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Right. To sum up the rest of pair, throughout the day, Blair and Dan have little chats about his opportunity. She thinks he has to take it. You have to take this. This is amazing. You have to do it. He then hears Chuck in the background, immediately feels a bit insecure. He tells Rufus later on how he thinks Blair just wants him to go, basically like too happy for him to have gone. Like she wants him to go the whole summer, basically to like get rid of him.
He's so insecure. He's spiraling. This was the top, and we are just, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, he's his own worst enemy. He's his own worst enemy.
We all are.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Rufus is trying to like talk him off the ledge. And he's like, "Did you guys say I love you yet?" And he's like, "Well, it's like implied, but no, I've never actually said it. So maybe I'll do that." He then sees Chuck and Blair getting into a limo together. He gets in a cab. He heads to follow the limo. He pulls up to the brothel where everyone is. He just waits in the car. He's letting the taxi run. And he gets a call from Rufus wondering, "Hey, how's it going with Blair? Did you say anything yet?" And he admits, "I followed her." I'm spiraling. I followed her. I don't know what to do. And Rufus, for once, gave some really good advice. He's like, let her enjoy herself. And then when she comes home, she's going to tell you all about it. You need to just trust her. If you want to trust her, you need to just trust her. And so Dan leaves. He gets a call later from Lucia and tells her, "I can't go. I can't go. My relationship is on its last leg. I am worried about it." And she's like, "Okay, moron, but this is your last chance."
Do you think because, let me rephrase that. I hope, first off, I know a lot of people aren't pair lovers.
No.
But those who are, I hope people didn't view this as, "Oh, this is so cute. He's not going to go because he loves her." Like, I hope y'all didn't view it that way. Because I didn't. I'm like, you're a fucking moron.
You're a moron. And I love
Did you view it?
No, I love
No,
Pear,
I know.
but I'm like, you're pathetic.
You're pathetic. You need to, you are so insecure, and I'm sorry you feel that way. That's really awful to be that just in a spiral.
In your relationship, to be so insecure. And yeah, even let's just say, Chuck wasn't around. I feel like if it's any situation, he would feel insecure about it. And so knowing that Blair would be potentially with Chuck or whoever else during the summer was terrifying to him.
I know.
So he tells her no.
Bad.
And then Blair comes in and she's like, "Let me tell you about my day. Can't wait to unwind." And he's like, "I'm just upset because Lucia told me they found someone to take my spot." And Blair is like, "Oh man, like that really sucks. I'm so sorry. But secretly, I'm happy that you're staying. Like selfishly, I'm happy you're staying." And as the audience, you're like, wow, he really had to, the fact that he had to lie about that, he couldn't just say like, "I didn't take it because I wanted to spend the summer with you," even though that's very you know, a little cuckoo.
Yeah, but I think Blair would have been like, what is wrong with you?
She would have been like, red flag. You need
red
to go.
flag. Exactly.
And the fact that he knows she would have said red flag is already a red flag. So, dude, you need to get it together.
Yes.
You know, he's, as you said, he's
because
just spiraling.
You know, Blair would have flown to see him. They could have made it work. If they was just discussed in a different way. But
right. Like, I can't wait to go. This is a great opportunity for me. Please come and visit me. We're going to talk every day. This is what you do in relationships. I mean, if someone wants to go away for 3 months, then you make it work or not. It's up to you two to make it work.
And if you don't trust your partner,
you got nothing.
Well, that's an issue right there.
He doesn't trust her. He can't.
No. Deep down, he does not.
Yeah, which is so funny because, no, it's not funny, but he has been with her, like, by her side for at least a year plus at this point in the show, knowing everything about her, seeing how she went through Chuck and how it went through Louis, and now he doesn't trust her. Like, I feel like he gets her fully, so the fact that he doesn't trust her is like he never was going to trust her. Like, you know, Blair, so you're just never like Louis. He never could trust her,
right?
So,
well, because we know that Chuck is kryptonite. Like, Padge saw her around Chuck.
Yes.
Heard the things she said to Chuck.
Yes.
So I love
blame
you.
I'll
Padge.
always love you. You know? I don't blame Dan's feelings, but I feel like the way that he went about it was definitely from a very insecure place. But again, I understand why he did it.
Yeah,
not that I liked it, but I understand why he did it.
Right.
And then to top it all off, oh my God, we have to talk about it. But they're getting ready to go to dinner. He stops her. He says, quote, "I love you. You know that, right?" And she says, "I do now," and leaves without saying it back. Red flag number 2.
Well, smart for Blair. Not smart for Blair, because it came off of just, she wasn't even taken aback.
No, she knew it. She's like, I know it.
I know it. I'm also not going to say those words because I've said them and probably only felt it to one person, truly, Chuckaroo.
Chuck.
So I'm not going to just toss those words around.
Right.
Because of Louis. And then for Padge to say it. But like, Padge, huge just answer for you that, oh God, that's so hard.
Yeah, you saw his
so
face at the end. He's like,
oh yeah. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever had that happen to you? Where you've said I love you and the other person didn't say it back?
I have only had that happen when in a breakup. So, you know, when you're breaking up with like my ex and we were in that breaking up stage, or like there was a fight and I said I love you and he didn't say it back, like that hurt. But we have already established and said it. But the first time, no. And I've only said that to 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Relationship wise.
Yeah.
You know, I say it to my friends and all the time, but yeah, of course.
No, in a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
It's never happened to me,
twice.
But I can imagine it's like the rug comes from under you and you're like, oh, ow.
Yeah.
Because you feel so strongly. You think that this person is duplicating what you're feeling, because how could they not if you feel this way?
And it doesn't mean they don't really like you. It just means they're not ready to say that, which I think we see a lot in real life and in TV shows. I mean, the classic, I love you, thank you.
Thank you, I love you, thank you. Or I love you, I can't say that back, I have to go.
Right. Or, right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, but for her not to say it, I mean, that was so quintessential because she said it to Chuck so many times and wanted Chuck to say it to her so many times. So that is kind of a red button for her.
Yeah, that was their whole thing. in
Their
high
whole
school.
thing. Their whole thing.
He couldn't say it. And she was like, blah, 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 blah. I love you. I love you. I love you. And he couldn't say it. And then finally he does. And she's like, oh, shit. Okay, here we go. But
Right.
yeah, it's
those 8 letters, 3 words.
It's a sore subject for her. Sore subject.
Yeah,
so
it
I
is.
get it. And I feel like if I was Dan, I would have expected her not to say it back.
Same, but I feel like Dan had such a shitty night.
Yeah, he needed to win.
He's so insecure. Oh, Padgy, Danny
so
boy.
sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's my summary. I cannot wait to talk to Sabrina and Marva about this episode. I didn't know going in when I reached out and they're like, yeah, this is a great episode. I was like, okay, cool. And then I'm like, wow, this is a good one. This is a really good one for them to come on, or I have any guests. So we'll be right back. We are back from break. We are now joined by Sabrina and Marva from Sistery Untold podcast. Welcome, ladies, to the show. We're so happy to have you.
Hi. We are so excited to be here.
You guys love Gossip Girl? I was about to say Gilmore Girls.
No.
I'm talking about Gilmore Girls. Gossip
the
Girl?
other Gigi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Huge fans.
So tell everyone about your journey, your Gossip Girl journey.
I think Marva's is more exciting because it involved a lot of like secretly watching it in high school.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, so me and Sabrina are sisters, and we have another older sister who she started reading the books when she was a teenager, and my mom found the books and she saw them and she was like, these are so inappropriate, and she got in so much trouble for reading the books. And so then when they made it into a TV show, I was like, but this is amazing. But I was like, I obviously am not allowed to watch it. So I would sneak downstairs and like watch it on this little like what was it? It was like a Disney princess like TV that was Sabrina's from when we were kids, and like watch it like with the volume really low, so that I could get all my Gossip Girl fix. And I was just obsessed. I've seen all of it at least 3 times through, and if I could be anyone in the world, it would be Blair Waldorf.
Yeah.
So
Why did I have a feeling you were going to say Blair?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If Marva ever
And
wants
what about
to,
you, Sabrina?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. If Marva ever wants to insult me, she just calls me Serena. So that's like how much she loves Blair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like a later bloomer because I was the good girl. I didn't watch what I wasn't allowed to watch. So I started watching it in college because I was like, now I'm like not under my mom's roof anymore. And yeah, quickly fell in love with it. I was like at first team Serena, but then I saw the light and realized that Blair is just amazing and a girl boss, like the blueprint for a girl boss. So yeah, then I got really into it, and yeah, I think I've watched it 2 times all the way through. So need to catch up with Marva, but yeah, happy to be talking about it today.
That's awesome. I love hearing from people who love this show, and it's not that we don't love this show. We think this show is absolutely ridiculous, and like it is. It's a glorified soap opera,
Yeah.
and our listeners are like, "What? We know it's a glorified soap opera." So when I get to hear from people who love this show for what it is, it makes me so excited because I know we're in good company, and you guys are gonna give me like the full like raw like how you really feel. So
Yeah.
so
Yes.
did you guys end up reading the books then after?
I've never read them.
Yeah.
No, I've read like bits and pieces of them before they were banned contraband in our house. But
How old was
that's
your
pretty
sister
much
when
it.
she started reading them?
I don't know. I think, like, to be fair, she was not that young. Our parents
Yeah.
were just very strict.
Our parents were like very strict with the kind of
because
stuff they watched. So yeah.
Yeah. Because I think I remember very, like, vividly, I was in 2nd grade, and my 2nd grade teacher came over to our house, and my mom was so upset. She told my 2nd grade teacher all about how our older sister had been caught reading these books. And so if I was in second grade, she must have been like
sixth grade?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think she must have been like seventh grade or something. So like middle
So like
school.
12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which to be
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Definitely not appropriate. I read the first 2 books, and definitely I wouldn't say that's appropriate for 12, 13 years old. And I read them last year, and I'm like, oh.
Right, like in your 30s, you're like, this is scandalous.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I love that. That's
Yeah.
so funny though, because but the books I haven't read them, but Michelle said the books are not really the same as the show. I mean, there's definitely some similarities, but it's basically like character names are the same, if that, and so
Right.
I guess there are people who read the books, there are people who watch the show. So do you both have, since Blair is your favorite, do you have a favorite season, if you can remember seasons, or maybe like storylines up to this point that you've enjoyed the most?
Let me think. I mean, I definitely think seasons like 1 through 4 were my favorite. Season 5 and beyond that, I was like, okay, like things are getting a bit odd. But it's hard to like choose like what's a favorite. I mean, obviously Blair marrying the prince is always a good one.
And that had just happened right before where we are right now, because we're on season 5, episode 22. Yeah, and they kept mentioning the prince, and I was like, okay, now
the
I know.
wedding.
Yeah.
The wedding was episode 16 of the season.
Yeah.
So since then, she has been divorced, married and divorced, which is crazy, and now she's in a relationship again.
Ugh, the worst.
Like,
that's the worst thing that happened.
No, I liked Blair and Dan together.
I like Blair and Dan together.
They literally make no sense.
I
They're
thought
the
they were
weirdest
cute.
couple. Yeah, no.
So Sabrina, I have a feeling that you're a chair stan then.
Yes, yeah. I love Chuck and Blair. I don't love Chuck. He's like fully the most problematic character on the show.
Absolutely.
But them together, just all their like crazy like, you know, adventures, and like the way they're like really toxic. Like if I was friends with Blair in real life, I'd be like, you need to break up with him. Like he's really bad for you. But like watching it, I love it. Yeah. I also
you're not alone.
I feel like
sorry. Yeah, I'm not alone for sure.
I feel like though, like watching it back like now as an adult, when as a teenager, I just did not see anything wrong with Chuck. I was like, oh, like he's kind of a bad boy. And I'm like, no, like you're a criminal. Like,
yeah.
Straight up criminal.
Yeah.
In the first episode alone, you know? Yeah, Michelle, and this is Michelle's first time watching, and since watching, there is not one like season that goes by where she's like, all right, I've warmed up to Chuck. She just still to this day, it's hard.
He's
we're neutral now.
He's neutral zoned. I don't know if he'll ever be in the green for me, but you know, it's hard to forget what he did. But you know, I do understand where he comes from too, but that's not an excuse for what he did either. So,
no, I was just gonna say, I feel like it is easy to look over it if you like fell in love with Chuck at like age 14, because like even now I'm like, this is terrible, but I'm like, but it's Chuck. And like if I was any other person and he was any other person, I'm sure that I would not feel that way. But somehow I really am over it.
Yeah.
Which is not like me to overlook these kinds of things. But
yeah, and again, like you're not alone in that. This entire fandom since day one has been Chuck and Blair, chair, and only in the more latter years that we've actually had like conversations about why this relationship is not a healthy one. And so you can't like unfeel how you did when you were 16, 17, whatever, watching this show. And that it took me like a little bit to kind of get over that, because in the beginning of this podcast, I was like, can't wait for Chuck and Blair. And then as the show progressed, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?
Yeah.
What was I thinking? And now, I mean, are they perfect? No, but I love a good Dan and Blair. I do. I feel it's healthy.
Yeah, it is healthy.
You know?
Yeah, they're honest. They communicate.
Not that they're like, not that they're an end game couple, but I feel like they're a healthy couple. And at least Blair needs something healthy for the time being. She just got out of a bizarre relationship with Louis. I mean, what a weird, messed up situation to be in. You're a princess, and then he's like blackmailing you and making you pay an absurd amount of money, and ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. And Blair, she doesn't have any healthy relationship in her life. Like, not with her mom, not with Serena, not with anyone. So,
right.
I guess.
So being a
fair
Serena
point.
is that's a diss,
Yes.
I guess. Is that the right word? We're not huge fans of Serena either.
Okay,
So I'm
good.
interested to hear how you both feel about her as a character, because she's a little rough.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, again, it's like the show. I blame like the show more than like her, like the writing of the show. Like, of trying to like make her seem like the hero and like the good girl and like the one you're supposed to root for, when it's like, really, like, she's like really messed up and like always like ruining things too, and like kind of selfish. Like, in this season we see her like being Gossip Girl as well, like, and yeah, so I don't really buy her like I'm the nice one thing that she like, that's kind of became her identity when they were in high school and at the early seasons at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if she weren't so stupidly pretty, I would like not be on board with her at all. But then I'm like, gosh,
She is so perfect.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It is a charm about her. It is, you know.
The only thing.
Yeah. But I think.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, personality wise, I'm like, Serena, you're so, I don't know, like, meh. A bit.
Yeah. And as the show progresses,
Yeah.
they kind of make her character get like less and less exciting. And the only thing I feel like she has going for her now is the fact that she's like so fiercely loyal to her family. But even like with this Lola stuff, she was using Lola a few episodes ago, and then she was mad at Lola for using her. And I'm like, what?
All the Lola and Charlie
Serena.
stuff, I could never wrap my mind around why that even happened. Yeah.
What a ridiculous, ridiculous plot. Like,
and for it to be 2 seasons.
right.
I
It's
was
still
like...
going. So true.
Yeah.
You know, we started it
Oh my gosh.
season 4. We ended where Chivy Ivy goes off to California. And then we start back in season 5 with her, and then it's only in the season towards the end that we're finding out that she's actually not the real cousin sister.
Yeah.
Because then William, I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. The whole stuff with Carol. Carol is like a red button for me. Every time I see her, I get so annoyed.
Oh no.
She's just she's terrible.
She's terrible.
She's terrible. All right, so let's go into some questions. We have Will. He wants to know, why can't Blair speak in a British accent like Diana for the rest of the show? He would be interested to see the show as Blair as Diana. I mean, Diana is also a red button for me. She's getting better, but there's something about how she's like a character. Can't even speak. Can't even say the word.
Yeah.
Of like a person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you need to take it down a notch, because everything you say sounds like a joke.
Yes, that's so
Everything
true.
you say.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you both feel about this storyline of Diana and her being the mother, not being the mother?
Yeah.
I mean, this whole thing was ridiculous.
My thing is, like, Diana, like, you're a grown up. Like, why are you like obsessed with like ruining these lives of these like 20-year-olds? Like, it's really weird.
So pathetic.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, kind of pathetic. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Marva?
Yeah, I think that I'm not sure if this is the character Diana, the actress Diana, but like something about her is just off for me. Like, I feel like, I think I don't know the actress, but I think that she might actually be British because I've seen her in other things.
She's 100%
but I'm like,
British.
But her accent sounds fake. Like, and I'm like, how does that even happen? How do you have do you bad at your own accent?
Yeah, and so for people who don't know, Marva actually lives in England, so she would know what a British accent sounds like. Yeah, it's just, is there an is it maybe like a regional part of like the UK that maybe this accent comes out? Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, I've never heard this region, but I mean,
I've never heard this region.
There's a Diana Payne region.
Yeah, there's some small town on an island somewhere where all the people sound like Diana.
I don't want to go to the island.
You know, this just occurred to me. So has Jack been paying Diana this entire time? How was William involved? Or was William paying Diana? I mean, I guess this is going to come out. I don't know anything that happens going forward.
And like, same. I honestly don't even know what.
Like, when did the.
They're probably all paying her.
Yeah.
They're just all throwing the money at her.
Yeah. Because William was involved with her.
Yes.
Vanderbilt. Right? Grandfather? Yeah. Because I'm like, oh, wait, there's two Williams.
Why they didn't change the name. I mean, maybe because it's like realistic. Like, oh, there could be two Williams.
That's true.
Sure. But there could not be either.
Let's make it
everyone.
Yeah. Of all the things to make realistic, that's the thing.
In this show, so realistic.
Two Williams, that's it.
You're right. Yeah, Michelle, who knows?
But who is paying?
Who the hell knows?
We don't know yet? Okay.
We might get it. We might not. I honestly don't know. Don't remember.
I'll store it. I will store that.
All right, the burning question. Everyone, Courtney, Kim, Jess, basically everyone wants to know: did we see Bart coming back? Did we see it coming? When? How did we see this coming? Did we not? I don't know. Michelle says she did, which I'm shocked.
Well, no. Okay, no. I saw this coming in the middle of this episode because I have Gossip Girl on the mind and I was making all these predictions and I was like, if we go the crazy soap opera route, I bet Bart's not dead. That's the only reason. Would I have predicted this to be? No, but I'm very looking forward to how we're going to explain everything. What do you two think of this?
I think situation? I remember. Do you not remember? Is that the part you didn't remember about this episode, Marva? The reveal?
I don't know. I remembered I remembered when I saw it happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't when I saw Blair's even before I saw Blair's face, I think I knew. I was like, "Oh, like this is that episode." Because that house, like the pleasure house kind of thing. I was like, "Okay, like here he is." I really don't know, like my question is always like, why did he keep it a secret from Chuck? Like, that's your son. Like, you could trust it. Like, and you cause him, like, all this trauma, like, for what? I guess I'm, like, not super surprised that he did it because Bart is, like, not a good person, like, fundamentally. So he's not, like, going to be, like, considering his son's feelings all the time.
Well, is he even Chuck's father?
True, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's so true because Jack says, do you really want to know? And then we don't get the answer.
Right. Right. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, no wonder Chuck became such an awful person. Like, these are his potential father/male role models. Like,
right. Yeah. Michelle called him a dunkle last week, which I thought...
Yeah, they're dunkles. Yeah.
It cracked me up. A dunkle.
That's a good way to explain it.
But this is a dunkle, and then Serena's dad is a dunkle.
That's true.
It's all too incestuous sounding for me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It absolutely is. Yeah, so you figured out it was happening midway through the episode, Michelle. I don't know. So to give you guys some context, and our listeners are probably like, oh my God, we know. I have never finished the series. So I watched 1 through 3 when it was live on TV, back in 2007, 2008, and then stopped. And then my sister finished and basically summed up like literally any questions I had. So this is my first time watching it, even though I know so many things that are to come and that have happened. So I was waiting for him to come back, and I was like, is it this season? Is it season 6? I don't know. And then when Blair was like, oh my God, no, it can't be. And I'm like, this is it. Oh my God, this is the episode.
Yeah.
That's kind of an even more exciting way to experience it because, like, you know, yeah. Yeah.
I think it was. I was so I was so excited that I was like, Michelle, you need to watch this episode like ASAP. Like, I can't keep it in any longer. I need you to watch it. So that night she watched it, and she's like, I'm going to watch it twice so I could really watch it, and then I could watch it from my notes. Did you end up doing that, Michelle? You did?
I did. Do you feel like you got more out of it the second time? Like, picked up on clues or anything? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I have to say, usually when I watch the episode, Liz and I, we either watch together or we watch separate. We alternate on weeks. This episode, we were separate. And so usually I'm like taking notes and I'm with my notepad. But to watch it as a normal human and not a podcaster, just to be in bed and watch it 11 o'clock at night and not have to take notes. I mean, I wrote some stuff down on my phone. I was like, this is so nice. And I absorbed more that way. And then the second time taking notes. It was like a nice treat, I have to say. I liked it. And I just couldn't wait. The whole episode, I'm like, okay, I need to know what happens.
Do we all like that we brought Bart back? I mean, obviously, Michelle doesn't really know for what circumstance just yet, but do we like this plot twist? How do you think this is going to play out?
Well, I mean, I think it definitely brings up the Lily question. And
right.
So, I mean, more drama, you know.
Because right now, sorry, just to clarify. Oh, sorry.
No. I was just, to go off what Marva said, that was the first thing I texted to Liz was, oh my God, Lily.
I was just going to make sure Lily and Dan's dad are married. Yeah, Rufus. They're married right now. Okay, yeah. Because that complicates things. She's now like committing bigamy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That makes it really messy. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, everyone basically wants to know, Michelle, do you think that Lily knows that Bart's alive? What will this mean?
Right. That was the second thing I texted to you. Like, I was like, oh my God, Lily. And then I put like a bunch of emojis. I think I put like the poop emoji. And I was like, what if Lily's in on it? What if Lily knows? And this is some kind of like a business transaction because Lily would 100% do that. But yeah. But maybe
a career wife.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it wouldn't shock me if she was on it, but how hurtful to do that to Chuck because Lily and Chuck are so close. But also it wouldn't surprise me either if she didn't know. And then we humanize her again because right now Lily's becoming a villain. So maybe this will bring her back to, oh, this is really hurtful for her.
How do you both feel about Lily?
I can't wait.
I kind of admire Lily. Yeah. I think I also like, have we had like her backstory yet? Like her teenage years and stuff?
We had the one episode of the flashback. Yeah. But we haven't, I know there is a little bit more to come I don't know if it's obviously in like next season because we only have one episode really like left. But I know there's a little bit more that we discover. So no, we haven't, but we do have the tiny bit of the background.
I think those are just like helpful moments to like shape her and make her like humanize her. And like, I think those helped me like her more too. And yeah, I like that she's like really like her own woman. Even though like, cause like Blair's mom is super independent, but she's like single for most of the show. Whereas Lily is always in relationships, but she's still like her own person. And I like admire that she's able to do both. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Marva?
I think Lily's like vicious and I love it. Like, I feel like Lily, she would just like, I don't know, like go to war for something. And I'm just like, get it, Lily, like take them down. I feel like Lily's like, it's weird because I feel like Lily is like a more grown-up version of Blair than she is of Serena. And so I feel like I like see their little like trajectory.
I think that's
and so I'm like,
that's a
yes.
great comparison.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
Michelle and I truly love Lily. I know we every season she has her ups and downs, and when she has her ups, we're like here for it, and when she has her downs, we're like, oh, come on, Lily, be better than that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, there was a time when on this podcast that I was like, Lily is my favorite character. I think she is just, she doesn't give a shit. She's like, I am who I am. You either take it or leave it. And right now with Rufus, she's like, take it or leave it. You're not going to find another woman better than me on the Upper East Side. I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
the balls on that
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
one. But, so yeah. What else do people want to know about the Lily stuff? Sean adds, let's say that Lily does know. Didn't she didn't actually divorce Bart before marrying Rufus because he died. So there was no point in divorcing a dead man. I mean, she was going to divorce him anyway the night of the crash. Yeah, so like the things might happen in the future.
Oh boy, I'm so excited for this. I hope it's really good.
Right. I'm excited.
I hope
excited.
it's
Like, this
good.
is interesting to me. Where this other stuff
Yes,
at
yes.
this point, is not very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Are you guys wanting Rufus and Lily to stay together, or if Bart comes back into the picture, who are you rooting for?
Oh, I mean, there was a point there's a part of me that feels like Rufus and Lily truly deep down absolutely adore each other, and they have been in love with each other for so long that now they were able to finally make their relationship work, and it didn't really work for that long. They only lasted maybe like 2.5 years at this point, like of them being married on the show. And they're already just going through the same problems that they've always had. And so, like I said last week, there's a part of me that feels like maybe they should end it because they're from two different worlds, even though Rufus has been like pretending to be a part of her world for this long. Where I feel like with Bart, he understands the hell out of Lily's world, and I feel like maybe
he runs the world.
Not that I would want, yeah, he runs their world, and not that I would like that pairing, but I would understand it more. So,
Yep. I feel like Lily and Rufus are like the same as the Blair and Dan, where like Rufus probably is like good for her, like morally, but like do they actually vibe together that well?
Yeah, great point.
I don't really
great
feel
point.
it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that comparison is kind of sad. Like these like Humphrey boys, like just like they can't, as much as they want to be like, it's like the whole idea of like inside, like they want to be inside, but they just like can't like hang in the long run. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like obviously like I think Bart is like not a good person, but I came to like understand his and Lily's relationship in a way where like the opposite kind of happened with like Lily and Rufus, where like they like made sense and then they like kind of fell apart. So
yeah,
like the trajectory for the relationship isn't as good as like the one with like Lily and Bart.
Right. Agreed.
I mean, if Lily was in on this and Rufus finds out, I want to see that. Because, like, what an upsetting shit show, but I want to view this. I'm here for this ridiculousness of this TV show, so give me that.
Yeah.
Even if it hurts Rufus a little. Sorry, Rufus.
Yeah. If he finds out his wife is actually married to somebody else, it might hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
But.
Right. Right. I just want to see it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
And maybe that will make Rufus get a personality all of a sudden.
Yes. He's been he's so boring.
Oh my gosh.
Everything about his story and his character is just so incredibly boring.
I feel bad for the actor, you know? Showing up and getting those lines and being like, I'm giving this shitty advice.
Yeah, that's true. That's all he's there for. Yeah.
I know.
It's usually take the high road, but then sometimes he's like, I don't know, sometimes he could be a little petty with his advice. Like with with the whole trajectory of the Blair and Dan relationship, I feel like he was giving Dan like so many mixed signals with Blair. He's like, what does this mean? She's a married woman. Go after her. What does this mean? And I'm like, what? Like, you're confusing your son. You're confusing him. But yeah, that's Rufus. He needs to stir up some stuff, I guess. He's just bored. He's just bored. So in this episode, we had the Nate and Lola trying to take down Serena as Gossip Girl. Jess asks, are we Team Nate or are we Team Serena?
I feel like it's like the three most incompetent people on the TV show trying to like form a plan, and it's just like this was never gonna
it like
work
falls
out.
apart at like every corner.
So bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess
Michelle and I were saying.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Just I do understand. I guess I understand why why Nate wants more control over Gossip Girl, even though he's not actually getting control over it. And like I understand why Serena wants it, but like neither of them like really need it, and so it's just kind of weird like why they're like fighting over this so much. It's like I don't really get the motivations.
Yeah. Michelle and I were talking about how Lola and Nate are just absolutely terrible at like doing any type of scheming. Like they have not successfully schemed like basically one time since they've tried to. Like they've tried 2 or 3 times with Diana. Now they're trying with Serena. It's just every time they do, it never ends up in the way that they want it to. They even do it in next week's episode, which is like a tiny spoiler. But I'm like, I forgot about that until now, and I'm like, oh my god, they're still trying to do a scheme.
Yeah,
they're just.
I feel like Nate is just such like a like golden retriever type. He's like cute and nice, but like not much going on up here kind of guy. So. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. That's usually how we describe him too. And we actually describe Serena like that as well. Like she's got that golden retriever type like puppy dog. I'll help you out, but ultimately she's just like there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There to like pat. Yeah. Yeah, just cute. Yeah. So Vic wants to know, Sabrina and Marva, who is your favorite couple? So, I mean, I think we kind of answered that. But your thoughts and opinions on Vanessa and Jenny, since they are probably the 2 most disliked characters on this show.
Yeah.
Michelle and I actually both love both of them. So.
Really?
I love both of them.
So how do you both feel?
Yes.
I think I liked Jenny when I first watched this show, because I just thought she was like cool. I was like, she's like a cool girl. Like when she becomes all edgy, like she goes to Hudson and comes back and like discovered eyeliner, like that kind of thing. Yeah. I was like, oh wow. But like then like now I don't really like her. I don't like identify with her, I guess. So that she kind of lost her charm for me. Vanessa, I think I did like, but I don't know. Like she's definitely. Again, like kind of that kind of character who's like they're both like on the outskirts and like they don't just really fit in. Like I was saying before we started recording, I love like the episodes when like Blair, Chuck, Serena, and Nate are like all working together, like the original kind of crew. Like I love when they're all together. So like when other people try to like weasel their way in, it just kind of like bothers me. So yeah,
the non-judgmental breakfast club.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we like that too. I mean, we always talk about how we love just like friendship and when people get together and team up, and so it's nice to see. I liked seeing them all in this episode all try and help Chuck with trying to decode Diana's planner, which was absolutely beyond ridiculous. Like the Blair figures it out, and I'm like, I don't know how.
I know. I'm like, what is this little device? And she's just like, 537, and they're like, oh, Portugal. Like, I'm like, how did this happen?
It makes me think, like, who wrote this? Like, who knew about this to write this into the show? Yeah. Like, very intelligent people. So, just so much.
Yeah.
Vic also wants to know who are your favorite Hollywood sisters?
Oh, okay. Like in the world?
I guess in the world, yeah. I have to think about this. Oh. I don't know why Ashley and Jessica Simpson keep coming to my mind. That's like not even my choice.
Yeah.
But when I thought of two sisters, I'm like Beyonce and Solange. Like I don't know
Yeah.
who else to pick.
These are not actual like biological sisters, but I love like Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton together. Like, you know, like besties kind of from day one, that kind of relationship.
That's a great answer.
Thanks.
I love that answer.
I'm just a huge Paris Hilton fan, so
Yeah, I love that.
Oh my gosh,
I love Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
I
so
love her.
fascinating to me.
Mhm.
Like every time I see her, I'll see a clip of her on, I think, was she on Jimmy Fallon? Was it? And I'm like, she's just like so interesting.
Did you see the video of her at her wedding with Nicole Richie?
Yeah, I
It's
just
so
saw
cute.
that. Yeah, so cute.
Cute.
I need to watch
And I saw
her
a
Paris
clip
in
where-
Love thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah, I have to
Kim
watch it
was
too.
like, "Can you pass me the bouquet?" Is this from her wedding too? I'm assuming.
Probably.
I don't know. I saw like a clip of like Kim going up to Paris, and Paris is in a wedding dress, and she's like, "Can you get me the bouquet? Like, can you toss it to me?"
Oh, that's so sweet.
Kim, you don't need to be married
I
again.
know. Like,
You
give
do
it a
not need to be married
minute.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Marva, have you marinated at all? Do you have an answer?
On the Jenny and Vanessa or on the sisters?
On whichever you like. Jenny and Vanessa. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on Jenny and Vanessa.
I like Jenny. I think she's fun. Like, and she has a bit of sass and a bit of character. Vanessa, I feel like, I don't know, like, I think I sound just like a terrible person throughout this whole thing because I'm just always like, anyone who's nice, I don't like them. But I just feel like Vanessa had like a little too many like morals for me.
Yeah. No place for morals on Gossip Girl.
But yeah. But favorite Hollywood sisters. I'm trying to think. I also have like just random like people popping into my head, like all of a sudden like Allie and AJ,
Yes!
and I'm
I
like,
love Allie and
Oh my
AJ.
gosh,
Oh my god, I love them.
But I'm like, I mean, did I think about them at all
Until
anytime
today.
in the last like
Yeah.
at least 10
Yeah,
years?
no.
But yeah, I mean, I do love the like Beyonce's Solange, like the elevator
Yes.
drama.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
I also really like
I like any girl that
Hillary Duff and Haley Duff. I think that
Yeah,
they're
I
sweet
love them
sisters.
too.
Yeah.
I just feel like they have like a good, like just actually like a good friendship as sisters, and I think that they're pretty normal. I'll put that in air quotes, like for Hollywood. But Allie and AJ,
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
love
think-
Allie and AJ.
Mhm. I feel like when you see all the like Britney and Jamie Spears
Oh,
drama
gosh.
like going on, it like makes you appreciate just some
Yeah.
like, normal sisters.
Yes. Yeah, that whole thing is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, so sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Yeah. Vic wants to know, why do you think all of a sudden Dan is so insecure about leaving Blair?
Because okay, this was my favorite part of the entire episode when Dan was like, "I love you," and he was like, "Did you know that?" And Blair was like, "I do now. Should we get dinner?" And I was like, because he should be insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been insecure. It's funny. I feel like he probably has been since day one. He just has not really let it show until now.
Yeah. I mean, she's just out of his
And-
league in every conceivable way. So it's like, you should be insecure. Yeah. And you should love her. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you would love
Yeah.
her. She's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
But don't you think there's a part of Dan now that he is this like best-selling author and he's highbrow that they're more compatible like with that type of, I guess, like perspective, like retrospect, like that they're
Mm-hmm.
both highbrow?
Yeah, like I said, I like Dan and Blair. Like I do think I see what they have. Like I like their little like, oh, smart people like banter thing.
There's yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, in that sense, I'm like, yeah, I do like it, and I do think you guys are fun in that way.
I think, yeah, like him getting published
yeah.
and stuff is like proving himself in this world, but like she also is like really smart and brilliant and talented. So it's not like, you know, like she was like already all of those things, and like now he's just starting to like prove that he's capable of those too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I'm like, she was a princess for a little while.
Like anything's
so,
a step down.
The standard is pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. That plot line is
big
the
deal.
craziest. Yeah.
Ridiculous. I'm like, oh my God, she's actually getting married to him. She's actually marrying
Yeah.
him. And now she's a princess.
Yeah.
The whole thing was so crazy. To
Yeah.
me.
I still don't ever buy like his like evil turn like on the wedding day. I'm just like,
yeah. I think the most unbelievable plot line is that Blair would leave the opportunity of being a princess for Chuck. Sorry. Like, no. If we were real Blair, there's no way.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole Louis turning evil, just, I mean, we saw time and time again Blair basically, like, you know, lying and things, like he couldn't trust her, and he finally, as Michelle and I said, like he cracked. He just absolutely cracked.
He spiraled.
Right, yeah.
He spiraled.
But the fact that they both went through with the wedding after he had cracked, I'm like, what are you doing? This whole thing could have been avoided, but it didn't. And now we're here. And now she's dating Dan. And Vic wants to add, would we be supportive of your significant other going to Italy? Hell yeah.
Yeah, if I were Blair in this situation,
Yes.
yeah, I would be like, go ahead. It's just one summer. Like, yeah.
It's 3 months.
And she'll visit. She
can
would
fly
go
private
visit.
jet there anytime she wants.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She
She's
would 100%
she's got the
visit.
money to travel. It's not like she can't afford to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really just
just-
Dan's insecurity. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I feel a little bit like if I'm on Dan's side, I would want my significant other to be like, yeah, go for it. But then if I was on the other side, I'd be like,
Don't
what do you
go.
mean you want to leave
Yeah.
me for the entire summer?
Yeah, especially the
Right.
relationship's so new, I guess. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It is new.
I see both sides, but it really shows how insecure he is and how worried he is of Cher.
Mhm. The power of Cher.
Because she only said I love you to him, and he knows that. And so for him to not hear that
Mm-hmm.
at the end,
That's so
it's like,
true.
oh. well, now I'm even more
Yeah.
insecure.
Yeah.
Oh, lonely
Poor
boy.
Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Lonely boy will forever be lonely.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
he's insecure, and like I resonate with that. Like, you know, we all have moments of insecurity, and
Yes.
but have I ever been insecure in my relationship? I don't think so.
I have.
I mean,
I have, for sure.
yeah. What about you guys?
I don't think I'm not in. I wouldn't be in that mindset of like insecure that like if he goes to Italy or like if he goes to Italy that like she would cheat on him. I don't think I've ever had that kind of fear.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if if I said I love you to someone and they kind of said like, thanks, cool, bye, I'd be like, you know
that
what?
would make me insecure. That's true.
Something's not quite
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been insecure in that aspect in my relationship. I mean, I've obviously been insecure about other things, but the fact
Right.
that he says I love you and she just is like, I know, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go eat. I'm starving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
she's
it's
just
like-
taking her time, you know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. You can do that. Like they weren't ready at the same time to say it,
Mm-hmm.
which sucks. It sucks for Dan.
But I also think, I think that he knew though, like he knew that she wasn't going to say it back, and he said it anyways, and so it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing of like, he's insecure. Now let me give myself a reason of like,
Yes.
why I'm going to be insecure.
Yeah,
Yep.
and like why I stayed. I'm sticking around now because I love you, and she
Yeah.
doesn't say it back. So
Mm-hmm.
another
Yeah.
reason to be insecure. So
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
our final question, do we have changed opinions on Diana now that we kind of like know her story a little bit?
Like better opinions of her?
I know, like I have the same opinion about her.
Yeah.
I feel like
No.
we brought this character. I mean, and granted, I don't even know how her chapter ends with this show, but I feel like we didn't need her to do all the things that we did, like the spectator stuff and William, and now the Bart Jack stuff. Like we didn't really need her for any of it.
Yeah.
So
she's like a hired hand kind of for these people. Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just feel like the my thing with these like later seasons are, I feel like just a lot of it is like the same storyline repeated. Like, oh, another person pretending to be Chuck's mom. Another cousin who's maybe a cousin who's not a cousin.
Recycled.
Yeah, that's true. It gets repetitive.
Yeah. And I'm just like, how many times can this happen to people? Like,
right. Yeah. And one of our patrons, Will, was on last week, and he was talking about how the fact that they had to keep repeating storylines is really like a sign of, okay, this show is probably on its last leg, on its way out. And like the views, I mean, I mention this each week, but the views were really, really bad for these past few episodes. So I think everyone was just like, you need to do something to get us.
Like a crazy
here.
reveal. Yeah.
Get Bart. Yeah, like let's just get Bart and
bring
just
it back.
throw it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, just craziness. Do you both have anything else that you would like to discuss that we haven't mentioned already?
I mean, I feel like I could talk about this forever.
I think my only other thing when we were talking about Lily earlier is my biggest pet peeve about Lily is she has these huge brunches with so much food and then no one eats and then they just leave the house. And I'm just like, what? Like, I want some of that.
So
like,
much wasted food.
Yeah, and there's like piles of like French toast and waffles, and then someone eats a strawberry, and they're like, gotta go to class. And I'm just like, what's going on? Yeah.
So
Goodbye, waffles.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart.
Which is a Gilmore
that
Girls
food.
thing too, I feel like. They'll have like loads of takeout and they eat like 2 noodles, and then they're like, I gotta go study. And I'm like, what happened here? Yeah.
I know. I'd be like devouring it, like piling it in.
Yeah. But that's all.
Marva, what do you love about this show that made you watch it 3 times through?
I do, like, I know that it's ridiculous, like, but I also am somehow like very invested in it. Like, when I'm watching it, I'm not thinking, maybe a little bit am thinking like, this is ridiculous, but I'm also like, oh my gosh, like, how could she do that? Like, no, he's alive. And so it just takes me on this roller coaster.
Do you think it's nostalgia too, because of like the first time you watched it? Now you know what to expect, so you have a deeper appreciation for it the next time you watch it. And you know how those characters end up, and you're like, oh, I know where you've come.
Yeah, and I feel, definitely. I feel like you also get to, like, know the characters, and not, like, I don't mean this in, like, a stupid, cheesy way, but, like, you know, like, they're, like, friends, where I'm, like, oh, invested in how your life turns out. Not that I'm, like, expecting Blair's going to call me one day, but, you know, she wants to.
My number is, if you're listening.
If she ever does, let us know.
Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it is also now just, like, a bit of a comfort thing, I guess. Like, it's, like, a very disturbing, safe place.
It's a good way to describe it. I like that. A disturbing, safe
And because
place.
they're so chaotic, maybe it makes you feel like better about your life. Like, okay, my life is not as chaotic as these people, so I feel better about myself.
Yeah, I feel like it just makes me want to like be them. I'm like, look at how pretty and skinny and rich you are. Like, I just want to be all of those things.
It's good
But like
escapism.
I never will be, and because this is so ridiculous. So it's not like Instagram-y where I'm like, oh, like I kind of feel bad about myself.
Yeah.
It's like, this is so outrageous that like I don't even need to feel bad about myself. Because
Right.
I don't know, that's a bit crazy. I feel like now I'm in therapy just talking all about my insecurities and my feelings. So here we
I
go.
think Marva's
what
also
we're here
like
for.
the kind of person who listens to like crime podcasts and likes like true crime things. So I feel like that like disturbing safe place is like very in line with her.
I am that way as well. I love any true
Yeah, me
crime
too.
thing. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't handle it.
Yeah.
It scares
Yeah.
me so much.
I listen to them to like fall asleep.
Yeah.
I put
Oh.
on like Dateline.
I don't
podcasts
do
for-
that. I have like a cutoff at like at least maybe like 8:30. I'm like, all right, you've watched enough true
Okay.
crime or listened to enough of that today. But it's
Mhm.
I wouldn't say it's comforting. Maybe it is comforting. I don't know. There's just something about it that, and my boyfriend thinks I'm crazy. He's like, why do you want to listen to murder all day long? And I'm like, it's not.
Mhm.
I'm crying. It's not like I'm like, give me more. I'm like, this is sad. I'm
Yeah,
learning about
good.
people's
Yeah.
lives and
Mm.
but what has happened to them, and
Mhm.
it's a tool for me to like keep myself safe
Mhm.
in the world. So
Mm.
Mhm.
yeah, I just it's also
I feel like
comfort.
it's
It's weird.
yeah, but I also feel like I know a lot of like women who like are very into true crime, and I feel like it's like a more of a
Mhm.
women thing than a
agreed.
men thing, and maybe men
Oh,
are
for
100%
sure.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think they
Don't get it.
they just don't understand what why we like the
Yeah.
things we like.
I'm like, nothing on this podcast is scarier than me walking home through a park at
Yeah.
night by myself.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
For sure.
like,
Right. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
thank you
you.
so
So
much for
much
having
fun.
us. We've been looking forward
Yeah.
to this for
Oh,
ages.
Yeah.
us too. I was
yeah.
I was so excited. I was talking to Michelle like off mic, and I'm like, oh my god, they picked like such a great episode to come on
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you know the whole Bart
Yeah.
craziness of it all. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
so wild.
we really enjoyed speaking with you, and all of the links for your podcast and your Instagram will be in the description for the episode. So everyone check them out. Just maybe give our listeners an idea of what you talk about on your podcast.
Yeah, so like Liz said, we're the co-hosts of Sistery Untold, which is a women's history podcast. And our little catchphrase is we look at history through the eyes of sisterhood. So every week we talk about 2 or more women who knew each other in history, and whether they were like collaborators or like kind of rivals or actual biological sisters or any kind of relationship. We just look at those to kind of highlight not only like these individual incredible women, but also the relationships they had, just to show that women pretty much never stand alone. Like history often kind of makes it seem like, oh, if like one woman like is like excelling in something, she's like an anomaly and like that's so crazy, so rare. But usually there's another woman right alongside her. So that's kind of what we try to show. And yeah, our podcast goes from like, I think the oldest episode, we just are going to have it come out soon, is in like 530 AD. And then
Wow.
we have also like a lot, like some 20th century stuff, like World War II. So a big span of history. So something for everyone.
Yeah. And yeah, when we were first talking
yeah.
about starting a podcast, we actually wanted to make a podcast about Blair
Yeah.
and Serena, but then we
We were
were
like, it's too niche.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were
I
like,
love
that was
You should
that.
at least do an episode on Blair and Serena.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fun.
Well, maybe you guys should come on to
That's
our
true.
show and we'll do an episode where we talk just in depth about
Yeah.
their
You
relationship.
guys are the
Love
experts.
that.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
so
We would
fun.
absolutely love
Love,
that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because we love going in depth about friendship
Mhm,
and
mhm.
just-
Yeah.
we love that
Mhm.
stuff. So that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And everyone definitely check them out and go listen. It sounds like such an amazing podcast. It's so different and interesting than like Gossip Girl.
No!
You guys have like
No.
you guys
Produce
are way
garbage.
cool.
No.
You're too cool for us.
This is way cooler.
No.
This is so fun.
I mean, Sabrina,
Yeah.
before we were on, she's like, I was just painting. And I was like, what? You're amazing.
Thank you.
She's like, yeah, I was just painting before I came on.
Yeah.
You guys are
So
great.
Okay. Well, I was just peeling my nail polish off, so like we've got
Still
balance
cool.
between-
Still cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Gotta take care of
Been
yourself,
there.
you know?
Yeah. Self-care.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have a great day, night.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. We're all
guys,
in different
thank
time
you so
zones,
much.
I guess.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. It was so nice meeting you both.
All right. Thank you so much, Sabrina and Marva. What sweet, sweet sisters. What awesome conversation. Check out their podcast. We're obsessed with them. Michelle and I were talking about, like, they're just so cool.
And I'm a thumb.
You're not a thumb, but
Well, you said you were a thumb too.
we're like
thumbs
two like little cute thumbs
compared to
their cool.
But
whatever.
in all seriousness, we're not going
Yes.
to compare. We're just going to lift each other up. They're
Yeah.
awesome. I
Awesome.
really loved meeting them.
Yeah, check them out because what an interesting concept for a podcast.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So the episode title is based off the movie Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Robert John Burke made his first appearance as Bart Bass since The Departed in the 3rd season. So Bart has been dead since season 3. And the for sale sign outside the Varden house had the same symbol that Chuck woke up with on his arm in carnal knowledge. I thought it was like this. They all had that tattoo.
I also thought that.
Yeah. I don't know. We had some music by The Big Sleep, Lissy, Truly, Tribe, and League. I didn't have much fashion, but I did like Blair's cream coat in this episode.
I like Chuck's pajamas in the opening scene.
Yeah, I liked them too. Serena and Lola, I liked their black waitresses' outfits. It was like beaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I loved Blair's blue bodycon dress as
Diana,
I just loved everything about that.
it was perfect. She played a perfect Diana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also loved Blair's sunglasses when she was
Yeah.
outside in her peak coat and she puts them on and then she sees Chuck. She's like, Chuck.
So good.
Yeah. What about some quotes?
I just quoted Ray J.
Ray
Badge.
J. OGB, Original Gangster Blair.
Scheming is classic Blair. I'm getting my groove back.
Why do you have to be so melodramatic about everything?
Why you eat berries in dark?
And Serena, right? Don't worry. What was I writing here? Oh, and Serena Light. Serena Light.
Yes,
That was
Serena
so funny.
Light. Oh
love
my God,
that.
I love that. Loved it.
And the old Gossip Girl hurt people, but I'm different. Sure,
Right.
Jan. Is it time for an MVP and shittiest?
I have it.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do it.
MVP on 3.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Blair.
Dorota.
Dorota was my blue ribbon.
I love her. And Blair was my blue ribbon.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, we had the most votes for Blair, and we did have some votes for Dorota, so obviously everyone's kind of feeling the same thing. But
Yeah.
totally get Dorota. She's always great. She's so nurturing.
She's so nurturing, but she's always down for a plan. Like, she will go down with any scheme that you need her to do. Her is the masseuse with the earpiece and her digging her elbows in. I loved it.
Same.
As soon as she did that, I wrote down your MVP.
Queen. Yeah, and I enjoyed Blair. I felt like she
Yeah.
was super mature, like, and she was
Yeah.
confident in her relationship, and even the fact that she didn't say I love you back at the end, like, I felt I still appreciated that because she wasn't ready to say it, so she shouldn't feel
No, I
forced
love
to say
that. I would have probably not liked if she said it.
Yeah.
Because it's too soon, in my opinion, and I have nothing to do with your feelings and how you feel, but it is too soon.
Yeah. It's too soon.
Yeah.
Shittiest. I think I'm gonna fuse. I think I got a fusion.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Nola.
Diana.
Yeah.
Nola?
Diana, Nola, Nate and Lola.
I like that as their ship name. They suck.
They suck.
Yeah.
They're terrible. They're not good at scheming. I mean, you've heard me talk about this before in the episode, but just as they're just very unlikable, and they're not a likable couple to me either.
Yeah. And Diana for obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons.
I just want to know when she was hired and who hired her.
I want to know that too, because I currently at this moment do not know.
Yeah.
We had some votes. We actually had the most votes for Serena. We had votes for Lola. We had votes for Nate. We had votes for Diana. We had votes for Bart. So all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. It's time for a Betty of the Week.
Woo.
You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty.
I can't go without giving Will a Betty of the Week this week. I mean, last week's episode was so well thought. Like, he sounds so smart. I mean, I can't put it any other way. Like, he just
Sounds so smart.
No, like the way he was talking about that episode, and even just what we were discussing prior to that episode, just everything. It was like he was giving us like a lesson, and I felt like, yes, like I just enjoyed all of his talking points. I thought he was great. He was a great guest. He's so super supportive of this network. I mean, we have the Will's treat at the end of the episode. Always on Talkin' Texas Forever, he always gives us a treat there. It's so nice to have such sweet patrons that really, truly care about being a part of our network. So,
you know, it's funny you say that. I sent Krista an audio today about Will.
Aww.
And nothing in particular. Will was emailing me for Talkin' Texas Forever. And, you know, people who know me call me Mitch. Right? And our patrons really do know us, and I feel they view us as family or friends. And he wrote like Mitch in the email. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, we are on that level in terms of our patron family.
Totally.
People call me Mitch. And I just appreciate that. So I sent it, as I got that email, I sent it to Krista. And she was like, yeah, wait till you get an email and it'll be addressed to Mitch Umsky. And she's like, just wait. Then they'll really know you. And I was like, oh, yeah. Mitch Umsky.
Oh, my God. Yeah. But thank you, Will. And he's
Will.
Royal Will. He's been
Yes.
King Royal Will for quite some time. Okay. So penultimate is next week.
Here we go.
My goodness. We'll be together. We're also going to have a guest patron on who will be announced later this week. So when you're hearing this, you have already been announced. So congrats to who you are. But the title and my 3 gossip words. Are you ready? You got your pen?
Yes.
All
yeah.
right. So episode 23, season 5 is titled The Fugitives.
The Fugitive.
The
like
Fugitives.
That movie. Yeah.
Yeah. My 3 gossip words are
3 gossip words.
acting, explanations, betrayal. Do do do. So much.
Okay. I mean, explanations really can go for everything. I mean, I know I want explanation of Diana. I want explanation of Bart. Do we get the explanation of Bart in next week's episode?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Chuck is going to feel the most ultimate betrayal unless Lily was in on it. And then Chuck would feel the most ultimate betrayal from Lily. And then acting, maybe we're going to have Lola is still going to school for acting.
Yeah.
Chivy's not gone, right?
No, Chivy's in next week's episode.
Oh my gosh, maybe we have Chivy and like Lola team up for something.
Yeah.
To get an explanation. What would they need explanation for? What would Chivy need? Maybe Lola calls on Chivy to finagle a situation. I gotta tell you, like, we've said this before, I do like Chivy. Lola does nothing for me.
She does nothing for me.
And maybe because we just met her. So
No.
that's not her fault.
Not really. I just think as a character, and this is obviously nothing against the actress, but this character is boring beyond boring.
I think that's the point, though. She is supposed to be boring.
Yeah.
She was just supposed to be living her life, and now she's dragged into these people's messes.
Yeah, but then she's getting herself wrapped up in the scheming, which is like, okay, Vanessa, give it a break. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not
so
likable.
I think the two of them will do something with acting. Explanations are needed from everyone, but portrayal, I think, really has to deal with Chuck.
Wonderful, wonderful predictions.
Thank you.
Yes. What shall we do as our emoji? What's something to do with like Bart or a ghost? Should we do a ghost?
Should we do a ghost or a zombie?
Oh, a ghost or a zombie. Dealer's choice. You guys pick ghost or zombie. Right. Send it away if you want to email us, DM us, Discord chat, maybe even an Apple Podcast review. You guys know it was coming. I don't know why you were surprised.
I know. If you've gotten this far, you know what we're saying. Open up that app if you're listening to Apple Podcasts. If you haven't rated and reviewed us yet, what are you waiting for? You hear it every week. Now is the time to do it. Just put in a ghost emoji, put in a zombie emoji, tap 5 stars, and say you enjoy this podcast because it would mean a lot to us.
Yeah, you don't even have to write a review. I mean, obviously, we would love it if you did. But even if you just tap 5 stars and you put a ghost emoji in the description, we'll take it. We just want to see that you're enjoying the show. It helps out the show tremendously. And because of you all, we've been charting on, after shows for at least 3 weeks now at this point. So thank you so very much. You guys are awesome. So keep up the good work. And if you're listening on Spotify, you can also tap 5 stars on there. So just do what you have to do. Do a little bit of homework. And we love you for it.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. All right. So before we head into After Dark, I have a wonderful Will's treat. Gossip Girl characters as glam metal bands.
Oh my gosh.
Very excited for this one. So we have Blair, Guns N' Roses. She has an appetite for destruction at times. Dan, Bon Jovi. His inspiration for a second book is Living on a Prayer. Chuck, Poison. Every rose has its thorn, but Chuck has been more rose than thorn lately. Serena, Def Leppard. She was left high and dry by her friends after she let Gossip Girl become the ring to her Smeagol. Nate, Judas Priest. Nate set up Serena to take her down. She had another thing coming. I have to read this one to Randy because he would think that these are really funny. Rufus, White Snake, another divorce looming with a hot blonde that makes him slink back into Brooklyn. He's telling himself, here I go again.
Oh my gosh.
Lily, Aerosmith. Lately it's been the same old song and dance with her lies and scheming. Diana, Iron Maiden. She's British and is dealing in numbers of the beast. Lola, Twisted Sister. She's not going to take it from Serena anymore. Love it. William, Motley Crue. This man is the worst type of Dr. Feelgood. Bart, Rat. This man is as small as a rat and is back for more. Miss Carr, Warrant. She is as sweet as Midwestern as cherry pie. And Maureen, Great White. She's great. She's white, and I would love to save her love. I mean, this is, I think, my favorite one by far.
Really
the way
good.
that he incorporated the songs in their description. Yeah. Chef's Kiss, 10 out of 10. Will, you really outdid yourself, and I'm so proud to call you our patron/Betty of the week.
Me too. Thank you, Will. The best.
Thank you, Will. Thank you to everyone who's listening. If you made it this far, that means you like the show. So again, if you haven't, maybe you want to consider rating us and tapping those 5 stars over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And we're gonna leave those newbies and head into After Dark. So are you ready to click in, Michelle?
Here we go.
Here we go. Click,
click, click, click, click, click. Ah!
You know you love us.
XOXO.
Gossip Girls.
After Dark.
Yeah. All right. We're in After Dark. I feel like I can't wait to discuss this one little piece of the puzzle where why would Gossip Girl post that Blair and Dan are like, everyone's over it? It's weird.
Wait, besides that, Serena tracking the phone, was that like the wrong phone number? That wasn't actually Gossip Girl's phone number?
So Mike says, are we supposed to assume that Nate texted himself when he texted Gossip Girl and then took the laptop? And does he have a burner phone, or did Diana give Serena a fake number?
Right.
Because Serena would have had Nate's phone number in her phone, and she
Right.
would have recognized it, or at least the phone would have said Nate when she dialed the number.
Right. And then if Padge is Gossip Girl, how did Padge get out of the cab to get the laptop?
Right? He might have. We just didn't see
He didn't. He
and
didn't.
also, if she was calling this phone, Dan wasn't inside at all. So maybe
Right.
it was Nate. Obviously we're supposed to assume that it's Nate, but this would make sense that it would be Nate more so than Dan.
I mean, I took it as just maybe Diana taking the laptop. Like,
yeah, same.
This is her territory. She's going to take the laptop and she's going to give the phone.
She's probably working with Gossip Girl, and Gossip Girl is like, "Hey, can you get me the laptop back?" And she
But
probably
then
is like delivering it. She probably is not
Right,
even
right.
in the building, or he, whoever it is.
Right. That's I assume she took it, or one
And
of
they
her
probably
people took
have burner phones. It just says how many phones does Dan have. Gossip Girl got that his Gossip Girl number was out of service. I mean, it's probably a burner phone, right?
it. Yeah.
I just thought that text was that blast was weird though. So if it is Dan, then maybe he already knows that things are going sour with him and Blair, and he's just kind of like posting that. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
If it's Nate, why the hell would he put that as his first blast as Gossip Girl back? He would probably do the Spectator stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Or not, because maybe they want you to believe that he wouldn't want to give up his spot just yet. And plus, it seems like Gossip Girl and Diana have like a deal. So
Right.
maybe he wouldn't, even if he was Gossip Girl.
And then I was going to say maybe it was Diana who had the laptop acting as Gossip Girl just for this momentary fill-in. But
Yeah.
why would her first post be about Blair? And
Yeah, that's like the one puzzling piece for me is the first blast back is Dan and Blair. That doesn't
yeah,
make
I don't
sense.
know. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Like, it could have been this epic blast. Like, I'm back, bitches, even though
Right.
she wouldn't say that, but it would have to be something, like, really good to come back with. Or is, like, Gossip Girl just fading out so much that, like, he literally can't think of anything else to come up with?
True.
Like,
True.
I've exhausted all of my resources. Nobody really cares about Gossip Girl anymore. I'm irrelevant. So I don't know what to post. Kind of like how Georgina was feeling like she didn't know what to post on there.
Yeah.
I just
don't
feel like
know.
we're getting really close to the end of the season. And in next season, I'm pretty sure is like the entire like chase to find who Gossip Girl is. I'm assuming.
Nice.
So why are we like, it's just not exciting, this aspect anymore. Like if I was an
It
audience
is
member.
because you want to know how they're going to tell us how this worked, even though
Right.
we're going to be like, yeah, that
That is
doesn't actually
exciting.
line up.
But like
That doesn't line up.
not like just like the back and forth before then.
No.
Boring.
Yeah.
So that's all I really have for After Dark.
I wanted to share this last week. I had a crazy dream
You
involving Leighton Meester. And she had a restaurant, and it was an Asian inspired restaurant. And she had all of these ponds. Like you walked over a bridge indoors with the ponds, kind of like what we saw when we went out to dinner and we looked in. I think that's where I got inspired. Remember we walked by a restaurant. It's like a Chinese food restaurant, and there was ponds.
Yes.
Okay, it was like that. But then when I walked over, there was this creature that was this big, probably like 4 inches, and it was round and had a long tongue and one tooth. And then as you walked by it, it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was like chasing me. And Leighton was obsessed with this creature. It was some kind of weird fish, but it wasn't a fish. I never have dreams like this. Usually I have very mundane, normal, kind of weird, but normal dream. This was strange, but it was Leighton's
Was that
restaurant.
after I gave you the cold brew that day? Maybe.
No, this was after we went to dinner.
Oh, right.
This was last weekend. It was crazy.
I have
That's it.
yet to have a Friday Night Lights stream, but I have had so many just random characters or actors from the show just pop up in my dream. Mostly Penn Badgley. It's mostly Penn Badgley, which is so weird to me because it's not even I am so deeply attracted to this person that he comes up in my dreams. I think it's just something about his character that just resonates. It just sticks in my brain, and I just keep him around with me when I'm dreaming. It doesn't make any sense, but
yeah. I will say with this show, and I was thinking about this as we were recording tonight, because if I was to go afterwards and think about my favorite characters, it'd be Blair, it'd be Lily, it'd be Dorota. The males suck. They're not
no
strong males on this show.
Besides Cyrus, and we don't really see him.
Right. Besides Cyrus, because I think about our other favorite teen dramas, and for obvious, I won't. You all know how I feel about the OC, but equal loving for Marissa and Seth and Ryan and they're all equally. We love them.
Yeah.
Sandy, there's these men suck. They're not strong. I'm not putting them down in that way. I just think they're not a character that I'm yeah, I love that character. So I guess the female characters are just way better on Gossip Girl.
Yes, these men are lacking something.
I just don't like them. But anyway,
yeah,
that's the
I
dwellings
look
of my
forward
brain.
to watching next week with you.
Same.
And then we'll be live for the finale. So
yes,
mark your calendars. That will be February 10th. No, what's the following week? February
17th.
February 17th, we will be live podcasting on our Patreon. So if that interests you and you want to join, head over to patreon.com/Total Betty Podcast Network. The link is in the description as always. And hopefully we'll see you next week. And then for the finale the week after, I cannot believe it. We are here. And then only 10 more weeks. Ah! What? Oh my goodness. Have a great night, everyone. We love you. XOXO. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for listening to 3 Gossip Girls Podcast. You can email us at 3gossipgirlspod@gmail.com. Or if you want to follow this show and all of our others, you can head over to Instagram at Total Betty Podcast Network.
This has been a Total Betty podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vacora.